MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Here's Brett Gardner now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Yankees, center fielder, Brett Gardner.
And we are underway from Wrigley as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Now the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Gardner not stopping. He's headed for third. And a great start to the game as he's in with a leadoff triple. Here's Starlin Castro hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year.
Castro.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Now a swing and a miss as Castro was retired here for the first out.
First baseman
at the plate,
21.
Joe Mauer. Runner still anchored at third base. One away now. In there, 0-1.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. The 1-2 home to Mauer. The runner moving from third as that's speared on the mound. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. Here's big Aaron Judge. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he is in there. And he'll reach second now with one away. Digging in, Yoenis Cespedes. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get one run in, and now you have two other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
Too high. 1-2.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down. Here's Didi Gregorius. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-0 count. Here it is. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Chopped foul wide of first. Ready on 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Schwarber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
And a foul tip held onto here at strike one. Pitch on the way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And he is out on the tag. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
First baseman.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Sanchez.
So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Here's Chase Headley, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First offering on its way. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Heading for second is Headley. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. The pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Brett Gardner. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Ready with the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you.
And now meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall. A home run. So here's Joe Mauer. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Number 21, Joe Mauer.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Mauer rounding first, on his way to second now. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Ready for another chance? Aaron Judge. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. For Mauer, that's double number 3 so far on the year. Takes a good curveball at the knees. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Striding in, Chris Bryant. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Hit hard back up the middle. Castro has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Way out in front. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. On to first, and there are 2 down. Here's Ben Zobrist now. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gardner ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Tanaka pauses. First pitch on the way, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yoenis Cespedes.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Here it comes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, Didi Gregorius. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
This is a big out for his confidence. Look, he struggled early. He's got 2 outs right now. He needs this next out.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Stepping in, number 7. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though. Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that. You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Into the box now, Eddie Butler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Dribbled up the line. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And Castro will put this one away for route number 2. Striding into the box, Jason Hayward. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. And this is off the corner and low, ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
And Mauer will look up and put it away, and that ends the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Chase Headley. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Headley.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
The pitcher, number
digging
19.
in, Masahiro Tanaka. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side, and no one will get this one. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Number 11, center
Here's
fielder,
Brett Gardner now. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Here's Starlin Castro. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Starlin Castro.
First pitch on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. There to play it is Zobrist, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. In now, Ian Happ comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Second baseman, number 8.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sliced hard the other way, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second, and he will coast into second with a leadoff double. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Rizzo.
Getting a few steps off the second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. 1-1. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 4-1 game.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. For 1 for him. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch is high. The throw. And they'll apply the tag, and he is out at second. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Now a slider, but this misses down and in for ball 4. Ready now, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Throw over to first. A tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Gardner. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So here's Joe Mauer, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
First baseman number 21, Joe Mauer.
Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Pereira is right there, 1 down. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Judge, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Zobrist with a dive. The throw to first. Hats off to that one. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. The pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, then he comes back with the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball right here.
Another 0-2 home. On the ground up the middle, taken in by Zobrist. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
The shortstop, Ben Zobrist.
High in the air out to center field. And Gardner there to put it away for the first out. Stepping up now, Kyle Schwarber comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. Gardner is there. 2 gone. So digging in now, number 76. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Drilled to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. So coming to the plate, Eddie Butler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Butler.
Tommy LaStella will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Grounded foul. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Soft liner to the right side, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. Brett Anderson takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 37, Brett Anderson.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Didi Gregorius.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Another 2-2 offering. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Ready once again, Chase Headley. He doubled earlier in the game. One for 2 to this point. Howie Kendrick will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first.
Howie Kendrick.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ready for another shot now. Jason Hayward. He'll lead it off. As we start the home.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th. Digging in and looking for more, Ian Happ. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Now a throw over. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And he lays off for ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He'll go to the bag for one. Ready for another chance. Anthony Rizzo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. On the ground to the right side. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. Here's Chris Bryant now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Chris Bryant.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Gardner. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 gone now. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Herrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Tanaka pauses. Here's the 1-0. And there's a
2 balls, no strike.
sinker that he just trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Gardner is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point.
Tanaka.
Masahiro Tanaka is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Brett Gardner, 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Swing and a liner. And this will get by Zobrist at short. It's a base hit. Digging in once again, Starlin Castro. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Starlin Castro is the second out in the 7th inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Joe Mauer is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Here's big Aaron Judge. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. From the stretch. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
I got the count 0-2.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Ben Zobrist.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There to get it is Kendrick. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Into the windup and the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hard hit to first. And that is through into right field for a single. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, number 76. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And a foul pop behind the plate. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Boy, 2 beautiful pitches. I don't know. 2 fastballs inside. Do you stay in or do you go back outside? He's got him set up for anything right now.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Now another 1-2. Hit hard to short. Castro's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Striding into the box, Brett Anderson. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Addison Russell will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Addison Russell.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. Hard liner to center field. Gardner is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Hector Rondon will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 56, Hector Rondon.
Stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Yoenis Cespedes
breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air. In there, a base hit.
Playing third base, number 48, Howie Kendrick.
Ready now, Didi Gregorius. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Gregorius.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Now the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pereira patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Howie Kendrick is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2, here it is. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home eighth. Chasen Shreve is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Javier Baez will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Laid off as it caught the inside corner, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Line drive to center field. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here but hangs on for the first out.
The batter, number 8.
Now batting, Ian Happ. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one.
Well, they're running out of time. It's the eighth inning. They got to get some runners on and maybe come up with a big home run. But 3 runs down to the eighth. They got to execute. Their outs are a premium.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
First baseman
now at the plate,
44.
Anthony Rizzo. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Oh, and it hits the top of the video board. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0-2 with a walk for him so far.
Third baseman.
Dylan Betances enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 68. Dylan Betances.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Betances sets. Here's the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit. So Odubel Herrera will get a chance to bat following the 2-out base hit.
Now batting.
At the plate, Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
This one's flared toward left center. And Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Dylan Betances. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Curtis Granderson will try to get his club a little. 9th inning.
Curtis Granderson.
Brian Dunzing enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Cubs have someone working in Their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Matt Holliday.
Number 17, Matt Holliday.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Coming to the plate now, Brett Gardner. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to second. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Starlin Castro. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Starlin Castro.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Baez is after it and foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A tough sinker on the inside corner. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Runner breaks for third. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
First baseman number 21.
So here's Joe Mauer. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. From the stretch. Late that time for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss and a ball down.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Joe Mauer goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Koji Uehara takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
19, Koji Uehara.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. First pitch of the at-bat. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a safe situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander, Aroldis Chapman. Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
The shortstop, Ben Zobrist.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Kyle Schwarber.
Wilson Contreras will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get 1 at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
A pause, and the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here comes another 0-2. Another one sent foul. Now another 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Number 76.
Chapman's ready. First pitch on the way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Castro is there. makes the catch, and the ball game is over. And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Brett Gardner. Strike a pose. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to victory.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for
Leading
baseball.
off tonight for Miami, center fielder. Number 37.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Line to the right side. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. The relay. Now at the plate, Marcell Ozuna. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. Changeup called strike 1.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Tapped out in front of home. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Giancarlo Stanton now. Batting average is a likely source of pride for him, currently sitting in the high 320s. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Drilled on the ground to short. Taken in by Zobrist. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Ryan Healy. The average for him entering play not far north of 200. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pereira is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. In now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left. Fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. This Marlins ball club, Harold Reynolds, as they begin play here tonight, they come in winners of 3 in a row and riding a nice little run to start the new series.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, he jumped ahead right there with 2 fastballs, then threw the changeup, and he didn't bite. So let's see where he goes from here.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now batting, Chris Bryant. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
And there's ball 1. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Ahmed backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting third,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
2-2.
Misses. Ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now another 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna is under it. And that's the 3rd out. At the plate, Nick Ahmed. He'll match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Nick Ahmed.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Lester ready. The 1-0. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. The 2-0 now from Lester. Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. Digging in, Jeffrey Marte. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Standing in, James McCann, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
James McCann.
And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Played on the backhand. A step on the bag for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Coming to the plate now, David Paulino. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's a huge double play. You had a chance to have some runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Now all of a sudden you got to run.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Ian Happ.
Now here it comes. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Ellsbury is under it. 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jason Hayward. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. One and one. Favorable call in there for a strike.
1-2.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jason Hayward goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Ben Zobrist checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Ellsbury over to his right. And that ends the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Clyde Washington. It's ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Liner towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez. He reached on a single in his first try. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. Digging in to try it again. Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Now Lester's 0-1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
That was an interesting pitch, Matt. Look, we're in a double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that hard sinker. Get that ground ball, maybe get a double play. But he didn't throw it. He just threw a fastball. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he got it in there for a strike.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Marcell Ozuna is out number 2 here in the third inning. There to play it is Zobrist. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Herrera on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Odubel Herrera.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Ahmed will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Batting 8.
Digging in, number 76. He stands in for the first time in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, John Lester. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First offering on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Ahmed. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Nick Ahmed.
Into the windup and the pitch. takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
First baseman number
Stepping
19,
in and ready for another shot, Jeffrey Marte. A base hit in his first trip. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. The 2-0 now from Lester. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. 2-1. Here's Lester's offering. Weak chopper up the line. But that one rolls foul. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
The catcher number 34.
Digging in, James McCann comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. Striding in once again, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you throw it.
And he misses. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Rizzo.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and Rizzo gets on top of one and sends it in the air out to deep right field. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. 1-1. Here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Second baseman.
At the plate, Ian Happ.
Happ.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off of it much.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, David Paulino comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
David Paulino.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Herrera moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Ellsbury.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Slapped hard the opposite way. Schwarber has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Grounded back up the middle to second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Right fielder, Jason.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is fouled for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 on its way. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for him.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit down the line at first. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The runner scores from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Stepping into the box, number 76. He'll hit from the left side of the plate in this matchup. From the stretch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. No one out with a runner at second. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Good check swing on that off-speed pitch. Clearly a sitting fastball ready to let it fly. He recognized it was an off-speed pitch and was able to hold up.
3-0 now.
To be honest, he just doesn't look that comfortable on the mound right now. He really looks like he's fighting himself on every pitch.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Ozuna has it in his sights. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Into the box now, John Lester. First time up, he went down looking. Softly hit out toward short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a breaking ball is chopped foul at the plate. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Fly ball out to right field. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in once again, Marcell Ozuna. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging with it there for the first out.
Right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Giancarlo Stanton. He's got an RBI despite an first delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that retires the side. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball that time, not even close. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
Well, they have not been able to pick up that changeup tonight. That has been a really good pitch for him. Very effective. He's used it at the right time. It's been his money pitch.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Set to deliver on 2-1. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
First baseman number
ready
44.
for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here's the 0-1. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups. He fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Anthony Rizzo is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. He's set, and the pitch. Ian Happ is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Ready for another chance.
22.
Jason Hayward comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Outside and low. 3-0.
3-0.
Ben Zobrist would be next. Here it comes on 3-0. Hayward takes as that pitch misses for ball 4. He'll take the walk. Ready once again. Ben Zobrist. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Pulled the string on him there as this is popped up. Back behind second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point.
Shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Nick Ahmed is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Lester ready. The 1-0. Yanked on the ground down the line. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's
First
Jeffrey
baseman,
Marte
19.
now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Zobrist is there. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 34.
Riding in once again, James McCann.
McCann.
It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Paulino. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Tyler Moore will come on to pinch hit here in a big.
Number 28, Tyler Moore.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Tying run at first base. He's got to make sure that a ball in the gap he scores. He's got to get a great jump. And one way to do it, as soon as you see that ball through the zone and you see the swing and it makes contact, you just got to get flying.
And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over.
The traditional 7th inning stretch.
Arlene Garcia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Arlene Garcia.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Odubel Herrera, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count. 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That's the third slider in a row, and I'm going to tell you what, I think he'll probably throw 4 and maybe 5 if he needs it.
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Grounded up the first baseline, and there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th. Digging in the switch hitter, number 76. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Now he finds himself down 2-0. It looks like he's just distracted. This is the advantage of having a guy on first base who can run.
Looked like that swing was in slow motion. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. Hit on the ground toward the left. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Into the box now, John Lester, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Up next for the
Digging
Cubs,
in, Kyle Schwarber. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Albert Almora will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. Rob Scahill will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Scahill.
Tommy La Stella will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners. And 1 out in the inning. Ball line foul as that'll get over the Cubs dugout.
Oh, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
Here's a long drive into center field. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
1-1, here it is. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Lester is on his way home. And a relay home, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Now at the plate, Ian Happ. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Looking to minimize the damage here. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. A pause and the 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on. You got a 0-2 count. You waste one. Now you
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped high in the air. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now
digging in, Cesar Hernandez. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hot shot towards the hole. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. Here's Marcell Ozuna. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Pedro Strop will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 46, Pedro Strop. This change defensively for the Cubs. Now playing left field, number 2, Tommy La Stella.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Over for it is Hayward, but he's going to run out of room. It's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Pereira going back on it. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Ryan Healy.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think he'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Well, he got away with one right there. He hung a slider to this guy in the middle of the order and got away with it. You're feeling good about yourself right now.
Pereira is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So stepping in, Jason Hayward. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Jason Hayward.
A.J. Ramos will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
A.J. Ramos.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's a base hit. So a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Slow bouncer to the right side. But it gets foul. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And that misses. 2-1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's set. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Here's the 1-1 pitch. The fastball down near the shoe tops. And the pitch on 2-1. Good changeup, just missed inside.
Well, now he's falling behind 3-1, and all the pitches have been down. He's trying to get that double play ball, but the strategy has to change now. Now he's got to throw a strike.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. Digging in now, number 76. Switch hitter batting left here. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. No movement on base. It's ball 1. And this will be fouled away. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? 1 there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Striding into the box, Pedro Strop. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Addison Russell. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Addison Russell.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Marte is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Wade Davis comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Wade Davis.
So striding in, Nick Ahmed. He'll be the one to lead off against Wade Davis.
Shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Michael Saunders will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Michael Saunders.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Happ onto the grass. 1 down. Now batting, Jeffrey Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Jeffrey Perez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get
number 77, Jeffrey Perez.
Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw on to first to be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, James McCann. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Stephen Vogt will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can.
Stephen Vogt.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Grounded to the right. Half over to his left. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Marlins, 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.